Well, this is going to be quite a big project here. We got all this pressure treated lumber from Lowe's. We ended up doing a couple trailer fulls loads to build this deck. It's about 1,000 square feet. We're building a deck around our swimming pool. Lowe's had a lot of really nice lumber, and I thought the prices were really reasonable too. Considering we bought all of our other construction materials right during the beginning of the pandemic, and things were crazy priced. A year into the pandemic, so it was much cheaper and more affordable now for this stuff than it was a few years ago. And our buddy Robbie, if you remember Robbie, him and his wife Christina, they came and helped us build this deck. Robbie does handyman type work. He came and helped us work on the apartment when we built the apartment and everything. But yeah, they travel the country in their RV, and he does handyman stuff. So here's his phone number on the back of his shirt. It's something you guys can give him a call if it's something you're interested in, seeing about having him do that. They can stay at a campground with their family, and then he can come do work for you. He does great work, as you're going to see. Once again, having the tractor came in really handy. So we hooked the auger attachment in here and able to dig all these post holes. There was a whole lot of them, dig them down about 3 feet deep. It really made it a lot easier with the tractor than hand digging them. We have a lot of rocks and everything here too. So yeah, the New Holland tractor comes in handy a lot of different ways. And I borrowed my neighbor's auger attachment, so that's also nice. So here you can see we're getting the framing kind of just started up here, the box of it. It is going to be very large. It's about 1,000 square feet. We have the above ground pool, but it's going to be built kind of like an in-ground pool. So it looks like it's, you walk into it at ground level. That's nice. And since the deck is going to hide a lot of it, and because we're going to be heating the pool, we're insulating the sides of the pool. So everywhere where it's hidden where you can't see it, it's getting closed cell spray foam insulation on it. This seal stuff, I use this in the bus. It works really nice. It's a good R value factor, insulates the pool nice, and it's all going to be hidden where you never see it. And then you can just clean it with the gun real easy and reuse the gun with different cans.
Cleans the gun.
The pool is pretty large too. The pool is 44 foot long on the length side there. So you can see Robbie in the background, how small he looks there. But yeah, as we're getting things framed up, we did everything 12 inches on center. Really made it rigid, and everything's got 2x10s or 2x12 construction on it. And the back of the pool overhangs a 70-foot cliff down there off the back of the deck. It doesn't look like it. It's kind of hard to judge the depth perception here in a video, but those trees that are back there are coming from the ground. Those trees are 70 to 100 feet tall, and it's kind of neat, to look down there, see how far that is. Robbie says we could probably park a bus on the deck. It's so overbuilt, but we definitely wanted something really strong that's going to last a long time. We are spraying for bugs out here, ticks and everything. So we got this garden sprayer from Lowe's also. It's Cobalt, it's battery operated. I love it. You don't have to pump anything up. You just pull the button and go. So it's a nice accessory to have. I'll throw a link into Lowe's for this. And this is that Trex composite decking that we're using. You have these special little starter clips that start the rows out that hold it into place. You put these down and it grabs a little groove that's in the side of the Trex. But it was pretty easy to do. I thought it was really easy to work with. There is some expansion and contraction on it, so you gotta leave some spacing, and it's got little clips that hold it down in between so you get the spacing between the boards right, but also because our deck is so long, we're using 16 footers, so there are some seams in there, multiple seams. But it went together relatively easily, and it should last a long time. It's got a crazy long warranty on it. Robbie is a very talented carpenter. He's very good at the fine details on stuff too. A lot of time being a trim carpenter and stuff too. He's got a lot of practice with that stuff. So lots of crazy angles and things to cut, and he really did a nice job fitting things around the pool, getting the decking straight. He just really pays a lot of attention to the fine details on stuff. This is cool to watch the trees sway. So you're sitting on the deck, you just see all these giant trees swaying. Normally you're looking at a tree, you're staring at the trunk of it, but here you're up at the canopy and you're watching these trees just kind of sway in the wind back and forth. I think it's a really cool view to have those trees, again, that are 70 to 100 feet tall in the background, just moving in the wind. It's very cool. Here's some more of that fine detail, Robbie, making the deck look like that up against the pool is really nice. The ladder and everything, nice mounted in the deck, secure and everything. And then he's, hand building all of the handrails and everything that go up around the deck that we have to have. It'd be dangerous to not have handrails up around it, and it's required by law too. So. We left a little gap underneath of the railing there so that when we get a leaf blower in the fall, we can just blow the leaves off the deck and get them right off under the deck, the railing. That's gonna be nice. Got a lot of cool furniture that we got here. A lot of it's from Costco. The umbrella and the chairs are from Costco. Here we're hanging up a big sun sail. It's a big shade. We can move it around. We can move it to the left or the right or forwards or backwards if you want the shade over the pool or over the deck. So it's a very large, like 20-foot shade, and it comes in nice because there's so much open, sun in the middle of the deck there. So you can choose to be in the shade or in the sun if you want during the middle of the day. This is really cool. This is a Raypak brand heat pump pool heater. It's a Crosswind 65i, so it's over 60,000. I think it's 61,000 BTUs heater. We're gonna be able to run it off of it's electric, so we're gonna be able to run it off the solar power from the building and be able to heat the pool. Very nice, sturdy packaging. There it is. Kind of looks like a mini split air conditioner outside condenser unit. But, yeah, nice. This thing is super easy to set up and install. It's a lot like a mini split air conditioner. The plumbing hookup here is real easy. This seals on an O-ring, goes inside. This one's already got it in there, so it'll go on the back side like that. And that's just 1.5 inches, so we're running a piece of 1.5 inch PVC, short one in there, and then we'll have a threaded output that goes to our pool hoses. So that'll be the inlet on the bottom and the warm outlet on the top. So just a couple cheap connectors from the plumbing supply store and a short little piece of 1.5 inch PVC, and we're gonna be good to go. The electrical connection on here is super easy. L1, L2, and ground. That's it. You only use these three right here. There's no neutral because this is an inverter based. So very, very simple. Come right up through here, L1, L2, and ground. And then we're also gonna hook up a ground rod. We're gonna drive a ground rod here and physically hook the machine. There's a ground lug over on the far side down there. Where's it over there on the bottom? So that'll get hooked up. Yeah, the heat pump is running there. Looks like the water coming in is 81, what's coming out is 83. And I think that we're like 75 gallons a minute on that water pump coming out of the pool, something like that. So it's going to heat, what, about 4,500 gallons of water, 2 degrees in an hour, 25,000 gallon pool. We'll see how long it takes to bring it up a degree or two here. Super quiet running. Doesn't make any noise. And the pump is way louder. It's like an air conditioner. Well, it didn't take long to get the temperature up a few degrees. By the next day, we were very comfortable in the pool. Robbie's family was the first guest here that were able to enjoy it, swimming in the pool, but having the heated pool is really nice. That heat pump, what's really cool too, is in the hot summer when the pool gets too warm, you can actually use it to cool the pool. So use it in reverse. It'll take the heat out of the pool and cool it down. That's really neat. But yeah, here we had it up to 89 degrees. I mean, we're really playing with the temperature, what's comfortable, but about 88, 87, we really like it. We can do a lot of early morning swimming. We had one night it was 39 degrees overnight, and the next day we were able to still use the pool because of the heater. It really extends the season so much. Every day is a swim day. You don't have to worry about it, 1 or 2 cold days ruining, the temperature of the pool. You can keep it nice and warm. And it's not, 87 sounds warm, but the grandbaby loves it. It's warm enough for that, but it's still cool and refreshing on a hot day. But that's where our target goal right now is in the 87 degree range. But you have to keep a cover on it at nighttime and when you're not using it, so that otherwise you're just wasting energy to heat the pool. So the cover helps insulate it. Plus that is a solar heater cover, so it adds a little temperature to it. We did a lot of safety things on the deck. We have the locking keys required by law. We have self-closing latches and everything. So, I mean, it is a pool deck. We have a pool alarm. If something falls in the water, it goes off. We have a robotic pool cleaner, so very little maintenance on the pool. The leaves, we've had the pool for over a year now. The leaves are not really a big deal. a little bit in the fall, obviously, but there's no trees that directly overhang the pool. So as long as it's not a crazy windy day, most of the leaves, when they naturally fall from the trees around there, don't land on the pool itself. That robotic pool cleaner does the job of, I've only had to vacuum the pool one time with the regular vacuum. Other than that, I just use the robot. We got that from Family Leisure. It came with the pool when we bought it. This one has a cord. There's some really expensive ones that don't have a cord, but it's not that difficult to deal with the cord. But the pool is a great relaxing spot for us to enjoy, and our guests can enjoy it too. I mean, we really wanted an in-ground pool. They're so nice, but they're so expensive. So we were able to take this above-ground pool and I think make it look very, very nice for just a fraction, literally a fraction of the cost of what an in-ground pool would have cost.
See that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees, and from a mile away you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. But at the top of that mountain there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run. Bus Grease Mountain, we're gonna get that big job done.